On our planet, there are places where mystery, sensuality, and history blend together like in a work of fiction. One of them is located in the heart of Europe, a country where there are almost 2 women for every man. A place where it seems to be the women who go out hunting, not only in bars or nightclubs, but also in mixed saunas where clothing is optional, and there seem to be no rules. A country where female beauty is so striking that it has been considered the country with the most beautiful women in Europe, and where, as you will see, hospitality can go far beyond a beautiful smile. In this new video from Uncensored World, we are going to discover Latvia, one of the most fascinating and unknown countries in Europe. A land where the night can be as intense as its ancient legends, known as the Las Vegas of the Baltics, for being a mecca for bachelor party tourism. It also has museums that hide KGB secrets, enchanted forests, haunted castles, nude beaches, and parties that take place in cemeteries. Although the most controversial party takes place in summer, when a pagan tradition seems to come back to life and dozens of couples venture into the forest to have intimate relations outdoors, as the ritual dictates. Pay attention and don't miss this video, because we assure you that discovering Latvia with us will surprise you. Let's get started. In the heart of Northern Europe, hidden among dense forests, ancient myths, and the breeze of the Baltic Sea, lies Latvia. A nation as beautiful as it is mysterious, it seems to have come straight out of the pages of an enchanted tale. Strategically located between Estonia to the north, Lithuania to the south, Russia to the east, and Belarus to the southeast, Latvia also has an extensive coastline that opens onto the Baltic Sea to the west. This privileged location has made it a cultural crossroads over the centuries, but also a place isolated enough to preserve its deepest traditions and virtually untouched nature. Latvia has one of the lowest population densities in Europe. This means that vast swathes of its territory remain unspoiled, with forests, lakes, and deserted beaches that seem frozen in time. One of the country's most famous natural areas is Gauja National Park, also known as Latvian Switzerland, which is home to spectacular rock formations, caves with hidden legends, and medieval ruins emerging from the thick forest. But beyond its legends and beauty, there is one curiosity that is particularly striking in this country, and that is that for every man in Latvia, there are almost 2 women. This demographic difference has given rise to a unique social culture that we will explore in more detail later. But the truth is that this uniqueness has made the country a fascinating destination for many tourists and travelers. The origin of the name Latvia comes from the ancient Latgalian people, one of the Baltic ethnic groups that inhabited the region since time immemorial. Its history has been shaped by many influences: Vikings, German Crusaders, Swedes, Poles, Russians, and Soviets. Each culture left its mark, creating a mosaic that is now part of Latvian identity. This ethnic and cultural mix has also influenced the genetics of its population, giving rise to a very special type of beauty. As a result, Latvian women are often recognized as the most beautiful in Europe, and some even claim that they could be the most beautiful in the world. Latvian women tend to be tall, with symmetrical faces, fair skin, light eyes, and a natural elegance that makes them look like they stepped out of a Renaissance painting. The explanation for this beauty lies in the country's history. Over the centuries, Latvia was conquered by different peoples and powers, and with each new wave of colonization, different genes arrived and mixed with the original Baltic ones. This genetic mix has resulted in remarkable physical diversity, which we will discuss in more detail later. Today, Latvia is an independent republic that has been part of the European Union since the beginning of the 21st century. Its capital, Riga, is an architectural gem renowned for its medieval Old Town and Art Nouveau buildings, making it one of the most beautiful cities on the European continent. In addition to its medieval beauty, more than half of Latvia's territory is covered by forests, an impressive figure that makes it one of the greenest countries in Europe. This natural wealth is full of secrets. There are forests believed to be inhabited by fairies, castles haunted by spirits or mythological beings, and even stones that seem to grant wishes. One of Latvia's most popular legends takes place in the mysterious Terveti forest, a mist-shrouded place surrounded by ancient oaks and pines, where, according to tradition, fairies live to protect nature. It is said that on some summer nights, female figures dressed in white with long flowing hair can be seen dancing silently among the trees to the rhythm of the wind. These enigmatic apparitions not only enchant those who claim to have seen them, but Latvians believe that witnessing one of these dances brings good fortune, fertility, and spiritual protection throughout the year. Many even visit the forest on the nights leading up to the Yanni festival, as you will see at the end of the video, one of the most controversial festivals in the world, in the hope of encountering these guardians of the forest. Latvia is also famous for its haunted castles, many of which date back to medieval times. Cesis Castle, for example, has witnessed battles, conspiracies, and legends of impossible love today. Its ruins welcome visitors who claim to feel presences or hear whispers among the stones. The country's medieval beauty is preserved not only in its castles, but also in its ancient towns and cities. Cobbled streets, Gothic churches, and red roofs transport visitors to another era. This setting has made Latvia an ideal destination for those seeking the charm of the old, without the crowds of mass tourism. All this is part of the Latvian soul, but it is only the beginning of a journey that is sure to surprise you even more. Now that we know its location, its people, and its past, it's time to delve into the most surprising and unique customs that make Latvia such a special country. We begin with a custom that may seem strange from the outside, but which is very natural in Latvia: cemetery parties. Every year on All Souls' Day, entire families go to cemeteries not only to remember their deceased loved ones, but also to share a meal by their graves. On that day and night, picnics are organized with tablecloths, drinks, bread, and sweets, as if their loved ones were actively participating in the gathering. Far from being sad, this custom is an intimate and positive way to honor the memory and keep alive the presence of those who are no longer with us. Latvia also hides more curious, though much less well-known, cemeteries: ship cemeteries. These spaces are mainly found in regions near the Baltic Sea, such as Liepāja and Ventspils, where time and neglect have transformed old ships into rusty sculptures on the water. Many of these ships were left to their fate after the fall of the Soviet Union, and today they are visited by travelers seeking to photograph a surreal postcard, halfway between the historical and the post-apocalyptic. One of the best known is the Liepāja Marine Cemetery, where the structures can be seen from the coast, and some can even be visited by kayak. In addition to being a reminder of the country's industrial past, these marine cemeteries have become a refuge for birds, turning them into strange natural sanctuaries. Another surprising curiosity about Latvia: the country is full of mixed saunas. These mixed saunas are an ancient tradition with a modern twist. In them, men and women share the same space, often without the need to wear clothes. These saunas are not exclusively intimate, but are places for meeting, relaxation, and conversation. They exist in almost all major cities and in many rural hotels, and there are even complexes that combine a sauna, restaurant, and dance area. Their origins date back to Nordic and Baltic customs, where purification of the body and spirit was an essential part of life. Today, the rules vary depending on the location, but in general, respect, tranquility, and an open attitude are expected. What is striking is that in many of these saunas, it is not frowned upon to talk openly with strangers, which makes these spaces very different social places from what most people are used to. If you are enjoying this trip through Latvia, please like us too to encourage us to continue creating content like this. Thank you. Mixed saunas may be one of the attractions of a phenomenon that is overwhelming the local population: bachelor party tourism. Latvia, and especially its capital Riga, has positioned itself as one of the most coveted destinations for those seeking an unforgettable celebration. Cheap flights, intense nightlife, and a reputation for hospitality, have turned the country into a kind of Las Vegas of the Baltics. This type of tourism divides opinion among locals, but the truth is that it brings a lot of money into the country. Bars, nightclubs, hotels, and guides specializing in this type of event abound in the capital, and many agencies offer packages ranging from limousine tours to nature adventures. But whether you're single or not, you'll probably want to understand better why this country is a mecca for this type of travel. The answer seems to lie in something much deeper than leisure. Latvia is not only known for having some of the most beautiful women in Europe, but also for being one of the countries where women tend to have a particularly open, free, and hospitable attitude. A combination of beauty, attitude, and tradition has created an environment so magnetic that it not only enchants those who visit it, but also arouses the curiosity of anyone who hears about this country for the first time. In Latvia, beauty is not only found in the landscapes, it also walks the streets. Latvian women are often recognized as some of the most beautiful on the continent, and this is no coincidence. Their appearance is the result of a unique combination of Slavic, Baltic, Scandinavian, and even Celtic roots, which translates into fair skin, light eyes, tall stature, and a natural elegance that sets them apart. In addition, Latvia is internationally recognized as the birthplace of numerous women who have conquered the world's most prestigious catwalks. These factors, combined with a magnetic presence, make Latvian women admired and respected anywhere in the world, not only for their physical attractiveness, but also for the combination of strength and authenticity they project. But beyond their physical appearance, what really stands out is their attitude. In Latvia, many women take a proactive role in relationships, something uncommon in other cultures. This is largely due to a demographic phenomenon that has shaped the country's social structure. For every 100 women, there are only 84 men. This imbalance, combined with the open and liberal nature of Latvian women, has led to there being more than twice as many single women as available men in the country. A reality that explains why it is often women who take the initiative in looking for a partner. This imbalance has deep roots. Throughout the 20th century, Latvia went through difficult times, including periods of mass emigration, political tensions, and economic conditions that drove many men to seek opportunities abroad. In addition, factors such as lower life expectancy among men and the character of women have reinforced this difference. As a result, many women have grown up in an environment where men are scarce, and this has influenced their expectations, attitudes, and openness to meeting foreign men. Far from being a negative situation, it has developed a society where women are strong, independent, and at the same time very receptive to new experiences. This has made Latvia not only a tourist destination, but also an emotional one for many travelers. Dating apps, for example, are widely used even by older people, and it is not uncommon for visitors to end up meeting their future partners during a vacation stay. Although Latvia retains traditional values in some respects, its large cities exude a surprising open-mindedness when it comes to personal relationships. This balance between tradition and personal freedom is another of the elements that make the country so attractive. And all this is directly related to the fact that, every summer, this country hosts one of the most controversial festivals on the planet, a celebration in which people engage in outdoor sex as a way of honoring ancient fertility rituals. An ancestral custom that, although today it is experienced with a different approach, continues to arouse curiosity and controversy. We will soon learn more about this reality as we discover surprising places such as beaches where it is not necessary to wear clothes, or a museum that seems to hold some of the most shocking secrets of the former Soviet intelligence agency, the KGB. But before that, we'd like to ask you, would you like to enjoy Latvia, its mixed saunas, parties, or women? What has impressed you most about this country? Pause the video and leave us your comment. You know that doing so is the best way to support Uncensored World, so that we can continue working every week to bring you content as interesting as this. So thank you. A short distance from the Latvian capital is one of the most enigmatic and fascinating places in the country. The KGB Museum, also known as the Museum of the Occupation. This space not only holds memories and secrets, but also preserves many of the original offices, cells, and interrogation rooms intact, allowing visitors to experience firsthand how the Russian Secret Service operated in times past. The most curious thing is that, unlike other museums, here you can still see the hidden microphones and surveillance systems that were used to spy on citizens, a tangible testimony to a dark and controlling era that deeply marked Latvian history. Very close by is the country's most famous village, Kuldiga, declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. This village stands out for its medieval architecture, cobbled streets, and the almost untouched nature that surrounds it. The Kuldiga waterfall, the widest in Europe, is a must-see for any traveler. But for many Latvians, one of the most precious treasures is not a city, a museum, or medieval villages, but a very special beach called Vikaki, located just a few minutes from Riga. This beach is famous for being a place where people bathe without clothes, as in many mixed saunas, enjoying the sun and the sea with total freedom and respect. In Vikaki, there is a deep connection with nature and acceptance of the body in its most natural form. Families, young people, and visitors gather there to share the day, play sports, and socialize in a relaxed atmosphere where nudity is part of the landscape and does not cause discomfort. Now we are going to learn about the craziest festival in Latvia, but before that, if you are enjoying this trip through Latvia and want to discover more secrets and curiosities like these, we would like to remind you to subscribe to Uncensored World. As you can see, every week we bring you unique content that you won't find anywhere else. So turn on the bell so you don't miss a thing, and join us on this adventure. If there is one tradition that arouses particular curiosity and controversy in Latvia, it is the celebration of Yanni, which takes place every summer during the solstice. On this magical night, considered the shortest of the year, communities come together to celebrate light, nature, and the renewal of life in a way that is unique in the world. One of the most striking customs of this festival is the practice of engaging in intimate relations outdoors, an ancient tradition that symbolizes freedom, fertility, and a deep connection with nature. Although this practice may be surprising to some visitors, for Latvians it is a respectful and sincere way of honoring the cycles of life. The festival extends throughout the country, mainly in rural areas and forests near cities, where couples take advantage of the magic of the night to enjoy intimacy and sensuality. Along with these traditions, the celebration includes folk music, circle dancing, bonfires that light up the landscape, and the tasting of traditional drinks such as craft beer and herbal wine, creating a unique atmosphere of joy and communion. This custom reflects the open and relaxed mentality that characterizes Latvian society in terms of personal relationships among the inhabitants, both men and women, of this country. The blend of history, mythology, and modernity makes Yanni one of Latvia's most genuine and important cultural celebrations, which remains alive and rooted in the hearts of its people. If you've made it this far, you're probably interested in knowing how to visit Latvia. That's why we at Uncensored World have done some thorough research and are now telling you how you can get there and enjoy this beautiful country to the fullest. Latvia is very well connected to both Europe and America. If you are coming from a country in the Americas, the most common route is to stop over in a European capital such as Amsterdam or Stockholm, from where there are direct flights to Riga, the Latvian capital. For those traveling from Europe, access is even easier, thanks to low-cost flights operated by airlines such as Ryanair, Wizz Air, and Norwegian, which connect Latvia with the continent's major cities at really attractive prices. As for entry requirements, citizens of the European Union and many countries in the Americas do not need a visa for tourist stays of up to 90 days. All you need is a valid passport or identity card in the case of Europeans, which makes traveling to Latvia easy, fast, and convenient. Once there, you will be surprised to learn that Latvia is one of the safest and most affordable countries in Europe. Crime rates are very low, and it is common to walk around safely even at night, both in cities and rural areas. In addition, the cost of living is much more affordable than in other European tourist destinations. For example, a full dinner for two at a mid-range restaurant costs between $20 and $30 including a starter, main course, and drink. A night in a comfortable, well-located hotel in the center of Riga can cost around $40 or $50. Although outside the high season you can even find cheaper options. There are also more economical options such as hostels, tourist apartments, and charming rural houses. And for those traveling in search of nightlife, parties, or the unique experience of mixed saunas, Latvia also has very affordable prices. A pint of beer in a bar in the center of Riga costs between $2 and $3, while a 1-hour session in a mixed sauna can cost between $15 and $25, depending on the location and the services included. Some even offer unlimited access for a fixed price for the whole night. Ideal for those who want to relax or socialize in an atmosphere that is very different from the rest of Europe. As you can see, Latvia combines the best of many worlds: nature, history, culture, modernity, and freedom, all in a safe, welcoming, and uncrowded environment, as it is one of the least known destinations in Europe. At Uncensored World, we hope this video has helped you discover and enjoy Latvia, one of the most fascinating, and for many, still unknown, jewels of Europe. If so, don't hesitate to give us a like. It's the best way to support us and motivate us to continue working every week to bring you interesting content like this. And if you want to continue traveling with us, don't miss the next video below. Another adventure full of beauty, curiosities, and culture in one of the most surprising places on the planet. Click on it, you're going to enjoy it.